What's up, everybody? Chris Gringo here with my buddy Drew.
How y'all doing, man?
Today we just wanted to talk a little bit about Brazil and why Brazil, why we are here in Brazil. What's our story? He's actually teaching English, right? You're teaching English to Brazilians, and you're also showing a little bit of positivity to the world, huh? About Brazil. So tell me, how many years ago did you first come to Brazil? When was the first time?
First time was probably like 9 years ago.
9. Wow, almost 10. Jeez.
Yeah, almost 10 years. I played football here, American football here.
American football? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they played American football here. I never saw a game. Is it popular?
It's depending on the city.
Yeah.
So in the Northeast, it's pretty popular. Rio is actually pretty popular. I played in Curitiba also, so it's pretty popular depending on the city you're in.
That's cool. That's cool. So you came to Brazil to play football, and then you learned Portuguese just talking to Brazilians here?
That's a funny story.
Or how did that go? Tell us.
So I learned Portuguese because I would go to the cachorro quentes, to the hot dog spots.
Okay.
And I would get somebody to translate my order, but it would always come wrong. So you know what? I'm gonna learn this. I'm gonna learn this language so I can make my orders and get my cachorro quente right.
Yo, everyone always says the cachorro quente de salsichas. It's just like ketchup, mostarda, ketchup, mustard. But in Brazil, they make their hot dogs crazy. They put everything.
I'm a fan of Brazilian hot dogs.
Yeah. So you learned Portuguese, kind of like making translating your hot dog orders and playing football. That's cool. Yeah, and did you have like a thought in your mind before you came to Brazil about what it would be like? Did you have maybe stereotypes or things that you heard people say about Brazil that you found out weren't true? Like, what were you thinking?
Brazilians, please don't hate me because now I'm all the way into the culture.
Yeah, me too.
I thought I was gonna come to Brazil for a couple months, play some football, learn some Spanish.
Learn some Spanish.
And go home and get a job.
No, at least no falo español. They don't speak Spanish. No.
Yeah, man, don't speak Spanish.
Okay, yeah.
But that's what I thought I was gonna do. I was ignorant for that.
We all are.
But now it's changed my life. You know, without Brazil, I don't know who I would be right now.
So you think because of Brazil, you're a different person? You've changed?
Absolutely. I don't know who I would be today without being in Brazil. You know, getting to know the Brazilian culture, the Brazilian people.
And it's so crazy, right? Because Brazil has such an amazing culture. It actually it seems like it has a bunch of different cultures in one because all the states are so different. But in the United States, we don't really know anything about Brazil. We know soccer, right? We know football. We know, maybe a little bit more. What do you think?
I think you get a lot of as a guy, you get a lot of the pretty women.
They say pretty women. Yep, they say like Brazil has pretty women. You know,
the Amazon
soccer,
rainforest,
Amazon,
Rio, the statue, and that's pretty much
right. The statue. Everybody knows about the statue of Jesus. But there's just so much more to Brazil, and I think for me, I fell in love with the culture too. I love Brazil. I've only been here maybe 2.5 years, so I'm nowhere near as long as you have. But it gave me this desire to not only make videos for people, but to tell everyone I know about Brazil and to show, what it is that I love about the Brazilian culture, because there's just so much more to share. We got to break those stereotypes. We got to spread the love. We got to talk about Brazil because it's not talked about enough. Like, my dream was to get Brazil to be like a household name, in the United States. Get people to know and talk about Brazil like they talk about other countries. Because the food, the people, the music, the culture, everything is amazing.
And a lot of times in the U.S., all you know is the Fogo and all of that.
Right.
That's all you get from the food
Churrasco,
side.
Right.
But it's so much more down here that you can get, and I think I try to share it with everybody. You gotta get to know Brazil. You gotta go to Brazil. You gotta meet some Brazilian people. You gotta go to some Brazilian parties. Because honestly, I don't even go to American parties no more.
You can't. No, American parties don't do it for you.
Parties.
Yeah.
I go to Brazilian parties.
It seems like Brazilians enjoy life more than the average American person in the United States. The people, they're so happy. They're always smiling. They want to include you in their fun. They want you to have a good time. They want you to love their culture, and they're so happy to share tips about Portuguese or travel tips about their city. They want you to love Brazil like they love Brazil.
Yep.
And I don't see that same passion from most, Americans when a foreigner comes to visit the United States. I don't really see people get excited and they want to teach English and they want to show them all the best tourist spots. Yeah, people like that exist, but in Brazil it's so common. Everyone is just so passionate.
Yeah, I think us as Americans, we think about, the money. I got to go to work.
Right.
You visiting, have a good time, but I got to go to work. I'm thinking about my money. And here it's, you got to think about your money because you got to pay your bills. But here they want people to enjoy life the way that they enjoy life.
Right.
And I feel like that's how Brazil changed me, because now I feel like I'm enjoying life the way they enjoy life, and I enjoy it here and in the U.S. So that's
the best of both worlds, man. That's the best of both worlds. I mean, I want to live here one day. I don't know about you. This is paradise. It really is. It's amazing. Anything that shocked you about Brazil that you didn't see in the United States?
The proximity thing. They like to be close to people.
Touching.
And I was just like,
you're kissing on the cheek, right?
Can I have some? I got a little bit of that when I went to Italy.
Okay.
But here, the hugging and then I just want to be close to you. I'm like, just give me some space, please.
Yeah.
But now, I'm used to it, and I mean, I'm fine now. We have a little bit of a problem with COVID and all of that, but I'm fine with it now. I actually appreciate it. I go home, I hug people now.
Oh, you hug people now. Oh, you weren't a hugger before. You didn't like the hug. Okay.
I was not a hugger before, and I go home and I'm like, I see a friend that I haven't seen in a while. I'm like, give me a hug, bro. Don't dap me up. Give me a hug. You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful. See, Brazil changed you. You're more of a carinhoso. You're more of a sympathetic person. That's cool. There's a lot of differences, and I wasn't really comfortable with the whole kissing and the just touching people, I guess, when you meet them, especially when when the guy, let's say your friend is introducing his girlfriend to you, and then it's normal to kiss on the cheek. But in the United States, if you do that, like, the guy's gonna get really jealous. And it's not normal. We don't do that, so it would be weird. But in Brazil, it's not weird. It's just a normal thing.
And sometimes they give like an actual kiss. Like, it's not like just the cheek. Sometimes they actually kiss the cheek.
Yeah, like on the cheek.
I'm like, man, that's my girl. Like, what we doing?
Exactly. But like, I was worried about doing that, but I don't even think the Brazilian guy was worried.
Absolutely
it's just a normal thing. Yeah. But I was like, man, he's gonna think I'm hitting on his girl, So. Yeah. I would say Brazilians are a lot more hygienic than Americans, generally speaking. For example, they drink soda from a straw, and they eat their pizza with a fork and a knife. And it's just like these things, we eat pizza with our hands. We drink often from the can.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily go the extra mile when it comes to hygiene, but...
And that's something that I haven't gave up. I eat pizza with my hands.
Hey,
I drink out of a can still. They bring me a water and they pour it in a cup.
Yeah.
I'm like, just give me the bottle. You know, I still do that. So would you say all of the positive and negatives, not necessarily negatives, but the differences that you saw here in Brazil, would you say it's more positive than negatives?
Yeah, I would say it's a lot more positive, and it's a lot of things I never heard about. Like, when you're in the United States, you hear things that, like, Rio de Janeiro is very violent. You hear about the favelas. You hear that maybe someone's going to rob you, or, you really have to watch your back. And yeah, you have to be careful. There are some places that are dangerous, but you'll agree with me. There's places in the United States that you don't want to go at night and walk around alone. You're going to get robbed. Something might happen if you're not looking and watching your back. So it's just like Brazil. Brazil has places that are so safe. People walk around with their phones and they don't think about it twice. Yeah. And so I think it's really overblown. And Brazil is not just Rio de Janeiro. Brazil is not just this one location. And I think there's so much more beauty and positive than negative, for sure.
I agree, 100%.
Tamo junto, right?
Tamo junto.
Tamo junto. All right, yeah, tamo junto. Okay, Drew, for sure, thank you for being in the video today, man. Thank you for being on the channel. No problem. Will not be the last time. We'll definitely have to make more videos in the future. But I just wanted to introduce you guys to my buddy Drew, and definitely check out his channel. He's got lots of great content. I'll go ahead and I'll link his YouTube channel, his Instagram, TikTok, everything in the description for you. And thanks again, man, for coming on the channel.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you. Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, tamo junto. we say tamo junto. We're together. Abraços, hugs.
Valor.
All right, talk to you later.